What I wanted to do today was a little bit something different. I wanted to tell y'all a story time, but I also need to give myself a feeling. So I figured I gotta get ready for the day anyways. I'm gonna film my nails. I hope you guys can't hear the fan, but I have to have the fan going so that my room doesn't smell like acrylic. So I'm gonna try to talk louder, but I have to keep that going. Otherwise my house is gonna smell like acrylic for like the whole week, and my boyfriend ain't with that shit. So he got me this fan that like it lets this air exhaust out, but the other side will let fresh air in. So that's what I have to use whenever I'm doing my nails. I'm gonna be using my long stiletto tips. I just cut off the very little bit and like still have it a little bit pointy. As you see, I had them done, just 3 of them fell off. So we're just gonna fill in the ones that fell off, and I'm gonna tell y'all a story. We're gonna dive right in. I'll be right back. Let me set everything up to do my nails, and then we're gonna talk. Okay, so I tied up my hair real fast. So first things first, I just want to know how everybody is doing. I've been trying to get back on like my motivational stuff and trying to push myself. It's just hard, like, because I do work like a few other gigs and stuff, and it's kind of hard. Like, listen, I give big props to people that do YouTube full-time because it's hard as fuck. Like, it truly honestly is. And I feel like a lot of people don't get the recognition that they should, because YouTube is something that you need to be dedicating to 100%. 100%. And I'm not there because I'm a mom. And no, that's not an excuse, but I am a mom. I don't have a nanny. I don't have a babysitter. I don't have that. I'm a full-time hands-on mom. And a lot of these YouTubers that do dedicate to YouTube 100%, a lot of the time they have help with the babies and stuff. I don't have that help. So there's that. I also have my bartending gig that I do. I do my makeup in the free time. You know, I do some graphic design work. So I'm busy a lot of the time. And it sucks because I want to be able to be like one of those awesome ass fucking YouTubers that can film every day, all day, and get a video up every day, but it just seems almost impossible. I'm really trying to push myself, but I also don't want to feel like I don't know how to explain it. Like, my daughter knows, yes, mommy has to film, but I also don't ever want to have to push her away to say, mommy has to film, go do this. Because if she wants to play a game with me, guess what I'm going to do over filming? I'm going to play that game with her. And I mean that in the most nicest way possible. Now, there are some YouTube moms that do both. And I don't know how the fuck they do it. I just don't know how. I don't know. It's just hard. Like, it's very hard. But a lot of the times, people that do YouTube don't do anything else either. So, I guess that's why. Like, they don't work 3 other jobs. Or like, you know, gigs, I should say, because it's not full-time jobs. But so I wanted to talk to y'all about, remember how I did that story time about how I found out I was a side chick? Well, that's not the only time in my life I found out that I was a side chick, okay? This other time that I found out I was a side chick was a little bit after that. It was a few years after. And I was like, I believe a senior in high school, if I'm not mistaken. I think I was a senior or a junior. No, I was definitely a junior in high school. So this was like a year and a half later, something like that, some change. And let me see, what are we gonna call this guy? Let's call this guy Aaron. We're gonna just call him Aaron because I can't think of anything else. So we're just gonna start off with that. Now, Aaron is and was and still is a very close family friend. So much, in fact, that him and my brother spent a lot of time together. They hung out a lot. And I've always had a crush on him. However, he was quite a bit older than me. I was 17. He was about 27. 27, 28, around there. I don't know why I always had a thing for older men. We never gonna get into that. So he was like 27, 28 around. I believe he was 27 turning 28 if I'm not mistaken. This man, hold on. Now this man was a very nice man. However, because he had basically seen me grow up. Like, I've known his family from the time I was like 7. So at that time, he basically watched me grow up. I watched his little kid. He had a son at the time. I mean, his son's still alive, but you know, his son at the time was only like 9 or 10. I watched his son grow up a little bit, and I helped, you know, be around that little boy. We played together, whatever. But at the end of the day, I was a lot older than his son, but I also wasn't as old as him. So there was still a possibility of something, you know? I don't know. So basically, I don't know what happened. I don't even know how it started. All I know is that, I guess, in a way, he realized I wasn't a little girl anymore. And he was just like, you know, I always thought you were pretty, and you should give me the time. And I was like, to be honest, I don't know. Like, my dad may be really upset. Like, you're a lot older than me. And I told my mom. What I did was I told her, like, listen, we've been talking, but I won't take it past this or even entertain it if you're not okay with it, because I know that, you know, he's close to the family. My mom didn't honestly mind. She just didn't want my dad to know. She said, basically, if you wanted to do it, I know you can do it anyways. So do what you want. Just be safe. Don't be stupid. And, you know, talk to me. Just keep talking to me. So that's what I did. I tried to keep my mom in the loop. Now, his mom, I consider like an aunt to me. So it's really weird because there was one day that they were having like one of those, I guess, adult parties where like the ladies that sell like the adult products come over to the house and they promote their brand, basically, like toys, whatever. So it was not Adam and Eve, it was called something else. I forget what it was called. It was some sort of adult toy thing. So my mom was like, oh, are you gonna come over? So my mom and I'm like, yeah, because that's my excuse to see him. Like, hell yeah, I'm gonna come over. I don't care about the toys. Like, at that time I didn't care. So she's like, well, you may have to stay in the room anyways, because I don't want you to see that stuff. My mom didn't know I wasn't a virgin, but I also wasn't gonna fight the issue either. Like, I didn't care. Sure, I'll be in the room with him all night. That's fine by me. Like, I don't care. So he was a smoker also. So long story short, I went into the room when they were doing their stuff, whatever. Next thing I know, when everybody wasn't in the room, we ended up kissing and stuff. And not when everybody, but like when people weren't in the room coming in to smoke or coming in to grab something, we ended up kissing. We ended up doing more than that. If you know, you know. But basically, all while my mom is in the other room. And it kind of just took off from there. So we go by a few months, a few weeks, just talking, whatever. I was coming over, we were hanging out, whatever, you know. We had a few occasions where I would just come over and we would hang out, do the deed, play some Xbox, hang out, you know. His mom would cook, or he would cook for me. There was one day he told me to cut school. And at this point, I should have known, like, why the fuck am I cutting school for this guy? But I was stupid. And I thought it was a good idea. Because when you're young, you're not always thinking with your head, you're thinking with your hormones. And that's the truth. So, I was thinking with my hormones. And I wasn't thinking properly with my head. So I went over, I cut school. And, you know, We did stuff we weren't supposed to be doing. So then I had time to kill. Because then I was like, it's only freaking 8 o'clock in the morning. What the hell am I going to do all day? So then I still ended up going to school. I just ended up going in late. I don't think he was sympathetic when it came to that stuff. I don't think he understood, like, school is important to me. And it was important to me. But I was also too dumb enough to fight on the issue. And I didn't argue about it. And I didn't say, like, no, I don't want to go to school. I just said, okay, sure, I'll do whatever you want. Because I was a moron. But whatever. Next thing you know, he doesn't want to tell my brother that me and him are dating, basically. Because at this point, we're basically dating. Like, it was a few months of this. Like, 6-7 months of this. Talking, doing whatever, hanging out. At that point, we're dating. I feel like my brother has a right to know. However, because he was my brother's friend, I felt like my brother would be upset. Because it was his friend. And I was probably stepping into a boundary that I shouldn't have. But at the same time, if you respected your friendship with my brother, you would have never done what you done either. You know, it goes both ways. Like, you're not perfect either. So, by this time, it was already, like, Thanksgiving time, I think. And I noticed on Facebook that there was this girl who would comment, not girl, a grown ass woman who would comment on his pictures a lot and say shit like, baby, blah blah blah, you look so handsome, whatever. And now when I asked him about it, he was like, oh, that's not what you think, that's my cousin. That's my cousin. She always says stuff like that. So I didn't think nothing of it because I was young and dumb, and I just thought, oh, okay, I guess he's not lying to me. I guess that is his cousin. So I didn't go over for Christmas because I was kind of upset about the whole thing. And my mom was like, maybe he's telling the truth. Maybe, you know, maybe that really is his cousin. But I didn't want to go over because I just didn't want to be in my feelings or have to see that lady and treat her some type of way because she's probably innocent. So New Year's comes around and I decide, you know what, I'm gonna come over this time because if there anything is iffy going on or if he is lying to me, I'd rather see it in my face than see it behind my back. Mind you, we never broke up. He never said, oh, I don't want to be with you no more. Whatever. Never said nothing. He made it seem to me like we were still together because we were still talking. We were still hanging out. All of this. Till this time. So when I come over on New Year's, I'm trying to look extra cute. I'm trying to come over and be cute. Whatever. Me and my mom get there like probably like the third or fourth person there. So he's all over me, kissing me, whatever, taking pictures, whatever. My mom's taking pictures with him. We're being all happy. Next thing I know, this lady comes in. The same picture, the same lady that was in those comments, commented on his shit, saying, oh, baby this, baby that. She comes in, and he gives her a kiss on the lips. And I'm just like, I thought that was your cousin. I'm confused. And then his mom is like, oh, yeah, this is Aaron's girlfriend, everybody. What? Wait. What? I thought I was Aaron's girlfriend. I'm confused. I was pissed because if you were messing with this woman, which obviously you were, if you didn't want to mess with me no more, or if you didn't want to be official or have me think the wrong idea, then you should have fucking spoke up. Not drag me along and make me think that we're something that we're not. Because that's essentially what he did. He made me think that we were something that we were not. And that's the part that sucked because I thought I was his girlfriend, but I guess not. I guess she was. We'll call her Jenny. That's close to her name, but I really don't give a fuck. I still don't fuck with her for this reason because she knew all along. He even told her, like, yeah, I was fucking with her and I just left her for you. And she thought it was funny. Like, it's not funny. Bitch, he would try to fucking Facebook at me. Like, if we cool. Like, bitch, no. The fuck? I don't fuck with you. I don't care how long ago it was. I don't fuck with you. I don't care. I was pissed. I was so fucking livid. So I ended up drinking. Mind you, I'm 17. I shouldn't have been drinking the way I was. But were they stopping me? No. Because traditionally, in most Spanish households, they don't give a fuck. As long as you're with your parents. Well, my mom didn't care. As long as I was with her drinking and I was safe with her, she didn't care. So, I got drunk. Because that was the best way I knew how to harbor my emotions, was I got drunk. But I got so drunk to the point that I remember walking out of the apartment and I sat on the staircase, because his apartment was like right by the staircase in the hallway. I sat on the staircase, and next thing I know, I just broke down crying. I was crying. I was so embarrassed. I felt so stupid. I felt so dumb, you know. And it sucked. It sucked so much. And I think the part that made it worse is the part that my brother didn't know till afterwards. So he never brought it up to me because he didn't even know how to address the issue. I'm crying whenever my mom comes outside and my brother's girlfriend comes outside, and she's like, don't cry, don't let him see you cry, you're stronger than that, don't break down like that, don't let them see you cry. And your brother's coming upstairs, don't let him see you cry because he doesn't know. I said, okay. I'm trying to put myself together, and I said, you know what, Mom, I just want to leave. I don't want to be here. Run past my brothers. My brother's coming upstairs, and my brother's like, what's wrong? I run past him. I don't even want to talk to him. My grandma at the time, well, she still does, but she lived like basically right behind them, like a block away. We walked to my grandma's house. Mind you, I'm drunk as fuck. Walking to my grandma's house. My mom thinks it's hilarious that I'm drunk, and still offer me alcohol because she thinks it's funny. I don't think it was funny, but she thought it was fucking hilarious. So my mama still offered me alcohol, like, just drink, it'll be alright. Don't even think about him no more. It's not even worth it. I was so pissed. I was so fucking embarrassed. I don't even know how I got home that night. I don't even know. I think we took a taxi home. But what's crazy is, like, the New York City taxis don't give a fuck if you were drinking or not. They don't care. I remember that my grandma gave me a cup of wine, right? I remember spilling it all over myself and thinking it was funny because I was that drunk. And I also remember having a cup in my hand. I don't know what happened to that cup of wine. I woke up, that cup was still next to my bed. I brought that cup of wine all the way home from my grandma's house. What the fuck is wrong with me? I don't even know. Basically, I drank all my emotions, whatever. Till this day, the part that really pisses me off is the fact that I never got a sorry. I never got an apology. I never got a, you know, like, my bad if you were under the wrong impression. Nothing. Like, he doesn't care to apologize. He doesn't realize that he generally did something wrong by leading me on. But it's whatever. A lot of money and shit. And it's to be expected, honestly, at this point. It's just crazy. But yeah, so that's how I found out I was a side chick. By the other bitch walking in the house and them announcing that that was his girlfriend. Without even him telling me, oh, we're not as serious as you think we are, or whatever, you know. At least we can be open and honest to me, like I'm talking to other people, something. Like, I guess since I was 17, I didn't deserve honesty, I guess. I don't know. Till this day, I don't talk to him. Till this day, I don't fuck with him. His mom is still cool, but I don't really talk to him like that. And then what's crazy too is, like, a month or two after that party, they announced that she was pregnant. Tell me you wouldn't feel some type of way, okay? Because I was fucking livid. Maybe I'm just dramatic, but I definitely felt some type of way. I was pissed. Because, like, I even fucking did stuff with you that I didn't have to do. I did that because you made me feel comfortable enough to, you know? Like, you gave me the whole, well, I've known you your whole life. I won't hurt you. Blah, blah, blah. Spiel. I was so stupid. But I guess, in a way, karma's a bitch because their relationship didn't work out anyways. Now they're not together, and he ended up cheating on her too. So I guess karma's a bitch in a way, right? I don't know. Either way, that's how I found out I was a side chick again. And yeah. Besides the relationship that I'm in now, and one other relationship, which I won't even talk about, every other guy has done me dirty. Besides 2 relationships that I've been in so far. Ain't that crazy? Now, I'm not saying that girls can't be cheaters or whatever. I haven't been with a female, so I don't know. But every single guy that I've been with, besides 2, besides the one I'm with now, and besides another one, have all been liars and cheaters. The other one just didn't work out just because I was moving and distance and shit. So alright, y'all, so I'm back. I got most of the acrylic laid down. I just gotta like file them up and shape them and stuff. But basically, I don't have another story time for today. I thought that story would have been a lot longer, but it's kind of hard to tell a story when you don't remember exactly all the details. I don't know how these people be remembering every single detail down to what they was wearing that day. Like, I just don't remember that. I don't have that type of memory. So, I don't know, but yeah. I'm using my filer by Madinina. I got it on Amazon. It was recommended by Long Hair Pretty Nails here on YouTube, and I like it. I'm still learning, so I don't know like if what's better or whatever. Yeah, I don't really have much else to talk about, honestly. I just wanted to give you all that little story time. I think I'm gonna finish up here and then show you how the finished product. So I'm back and I finished my nails and I'm so excited how they look. Okay, now they're not perfect. They're not exactly what I wanted to do. It's just something that I winged off the top of my dome, and I did it just because it was a fill-in, and yeah, it's not the original design I wanted to do, but I had to make it work because I couldn't get all the black polish off for some reason, and I didn't want to start all over. So these are the nails. Let me zoom in. Hold on. They're not perfect. Obviously, I'm still learning. So you got, ooh, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the thumb. So now I kept the silver because the silver acrylic was still there and it was still pretty visible. So I took blue and pink glitter polish, whatever, put that on top. And then I did like a little marble design for that finger with a rhinestone. Obviously, it's not perfect. Same thing for that one. Then I just did a blue with chrome, and then another marble design. So that is what both hands look like. And like I said, they're not perfect, but they're gonna get me through the next 2 or 3 weeks, and I won't be out here looking ratchet missing 3 fingernails. So that's the whole goal. I will definitely see you guys in the next one, and I'm just excited. Maybe the more and more I practice, I'll be able to have you guys like down on my vanity so you guys can see what I'm actually doing. I'm just not there yet, and I'm not 100% confident enough to do that yet because I don't know 100% what I'm doing, and I don't want to tell you this is how you should do something or whatever because I'm still learning myself. So just give me some time to perfect the craft first, and then we'll talk about it. But I love you guys, and I will see you guys in the next video. Mwah.